Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this fine world. Welcome to our show, Where Do We Go From Here? Yes, where do we go from here? Our new look at celebrating Cliff Richard, 60 years in showbiz. And tonight I speak to an absolutely amazing legend from Sir Cliff's career. He has had great success on his own with the Castaways, and also on his own very, very successful shows that he has in Spain every Saturday night. And I take with great honour this interview exclusively here on Cliff Richard Radio with Tony Rivers. But first, let's play a couple of tracks to get you in the mood.
I'm not gonna tell you if you don't wanna know. I could only hurt myself, but when I love you, I love you. Once you love me too, girl. Now you say we're all through. What else is there left for me to do? I love you. I love you. All I have left to do is long for you.
message, feel it in your heart, and tell your brother just how you feel. We've left to die too long. One day leads to another. Take his message, won't you give it all your love? Then tell your brother this is the real. We've left to die too long. Chains of sorrow, burn your past, give him your tomorrow. He gave his life so we might live. We've left to die too long, much too long. Yes, he was. Yes, he is. Yes, he lives. He lives in the heart of his children.
We have some more music mixed in with the interview that Tony has done with Sir Cliff over the years. But right now, we're going to speak to Tony Rivers and hear some great, fantastic stories of his time with Sir Cliff. Enjoy. Tony Rivers on the phone, exclusively with Cliff Richard Radio.
Yeah, this is Tony Rivers.
Hi Tony, how are you?
Yeah, good, okay. And you're all the way down in New Zealand?
Yes, all the way down New Zealand.
Wow. That is a long way.
Yep, very long.
So to have a good line, I don't know what it sounds like to you, but from here it's not a bad line.
Yeah, no, it sounds...
I mean, if you want, you can try the house phone, see if it's better.
No, I think it sounds pretty good.
Okay.
Yep.
So what can I do for you?
Okay, so we just really want to talk about your time over the years, singing with Cliff, and
yeah, well, Cliff was a main part of it, but it wasn't the only part.
Yep, yeah.
But getting a phone call from Bruce Welsh
in
August 1975 changed things immensely.
Yep.
Because the voice said, "Hi, is that Tony Rivers?" I went, "Yeah." I said, "Who's this?" He said, "Bruce Welsh." I went, "Get away. Bruce Welsh phoning me? Why would Bruce Welsh phone me?" And he said, "No, it is. It's Bruce Welsh."
Yep.
I said, "What do you mean? Why? How you come to phone him? What can I do for you?" He said, "I've heard a song you wrote," and I went, "Really? What was that?" And he said, "You're the song that I can't stop singing." I went, "Yeah, that's my song."
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, it's been covered by a few people, a few very well-known people." And I said, "But how have you got it?" He said, "Well, I've been given the job of producing Cliff's next album." And I went, "Cliff? What, Cliff Richard?" Because Cliff to me was like an icon, a huge icon.
Yes.
And this was 1975 when he was telling me this.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, in 1976, I think it was, or it might have been later in 75, we started recording
Okay.
the album,
Wow.
which is quite a well-known album. I won't mention it because I'll see if you can remember it.
I'm Nearly Famous.
I'm Nearly Famous. That's a great title. I should use that for my book. Oh, I did.
You should. You did. You did. You certainly did.
Yeah. I got a couple of friends down in New Zealand as well.
Yes.
A well-known tennis player
Oh.
from a few years earlier, a fellow called Oni Parun.
Okay.
All right, he played John McEnroe in Wimbledon.
Oh, wow.
He played McEnroe. Wow.
Wow.
He's a member of the last 8 club.
Oh.
Now, the last 8 means you made the last 8 of Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Now, that it's very few people can say that.
Yeah, that's
And
amazing.
his friend was Chris Lewis.
Oh, yes.
And we met up and we played tennis with Chris Lewis.
Oh.
Now, Chris Lewis, 1 year later,
Mm-hmm.
played McEnroe again in the final. Oh, he got steamrolled, but fancy that. I mean,
Yeah.
and I played tennis with him. He was a lovely bloke. In fact, the picture I've had on my Facebook page,
Mm-hmm.
my profile picture has had a photograph taken in New Zealand. It's gone today. I've got something else on today.
Yeah.
I should have left it for an extra day. But there was, Oni Perrin was there. Elton John was in the picture. I was in the picture, and Chris Lewis was in the picture.
Yeah.
And that was in New Zealand.
Far
And a finer place I could not wish to visit.
It's a very nice
No,
place.
I like New Zealand. Yeah.
It's a very good place.
I've been watching the cricket all week as well.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Sorry about the result. We played rather well this week, I thought.
You did. You did. You played
And
very
we
good.
managed to win the series, didn't we? 3-2, I
Yep.
think it was.
You certainly did. Yes.
Anyway, got any questions about Cliff?
Yeah. So
Otherwise, I'll talk about cricket. And Cliff doesn't know one end of a cricket bat from the other. He knows how to play football, though. I was really surprised when I found out
oh, really?
that we had a game of football in Germany while we were on tour in about 1979.
Mm-hmm.
And the band, we had us non-Christians, I use that term,
Mm-hmm.
were called the Devils. And Cliff and his friends, friends is the wrong word, we're all friends, but
Mm-hmm.
Cliff and his collection were called the Angels. And it was the Devils versus the Angels. And we had about 5 different competitions. We had football, tennis.
Yep.
What's the other thing where you play with a little tiny black ball and it's really dangerous? Badminton.
Oh, yeah.
Is that badminton?
Badminton.
Oh no, that's a
No,
badminton
that's
with
the
a
little
shuttlecock.
shuttle. Yep.
Yeah, what's the other thing? Anyway, we played that and we actually beat them in the end.
Oh.
They weren't very happy. And Cliff, I have to say, and if he's listening, I have to say he wasn't a good loser. He came. We were playing in Germany at this before the gig. We booked out a hall where they had a tennis court, and it was we had. I think it must have been doubles. We had a couple of Devils, which was me and probably Alan Park,
Okay.
against Cliff and John Perry, I think.
John. Yep.
Probably John. I'm not too sure, but we beat him anyway. But he went to serve. He went to serve the last serve or something, and he served it into the net. And the judge said, "The tennis. What do you call it? The umpire."
The umpire.
Said, Dave set a match to the Devils, and he went, no, we can't, no. He said the ball was soft. So that ball shouldn't be allowed. It was soft. And I said, that's nothing to do with anything. You served it. Tough. He didn't like that, I'll tell you. Anyway, this is all stuff you get from people who've actually worked with him.
Yeah, very
Instead
nice.
of people who've written about him and don't know nothing, whatever.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
And let's face it, he had a year or two of being under that sort of pressure of people who have just gone by rumour and innuendo and stuff. It's all rubbish. You know?
A lot of rubbish.
And I was on his side from the start because I was there from 75 through to 19. I can't even remember. When did we finish? My son started in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2015 or something like that, we sort of moved on. Cliff was going into a musical. And we knew that at the end of that musical, we didn't know when the end would be.
Okay, yeah.
So we were already working with Shaking Stevens, so me, John, and Stu. So we said, well, okay, if they come back to us, fine. If not, we'll carry on with Shaky, which is what happened.
Yeah, and of course this is not a Cliff thing, but you did arrange Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
Yeah. One minute. One minute. The song, no, I didn't do that one. No, the big hit that Shaky had here was Merry Christmas Everyone.
Oh, Merry Christmas Everyone. Sorry, the other one was the Beatles. Yeah.
That's all right, yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good
song.
But
it was, and it's become sort of legendary, really, and I'm pleased about that, because I've been on a few songs that are turning into legendary now. Not because of me.
I mean,
but, go on.
Look at Devil Woman coming back on the I, Tonya.
Yeah, what about I, Tonya?
Yeah.
I'm sort of totally, it's a terrible English expression, gobsmacked.
Yeah.
It's a terrible expression, but I'm quite surprised. I mean, listen, when that was a hit, that was in 76. I think that was the first single off I'm Nearly Famous. And when we heard it had reached number 6 in America, we were staggered.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we really were, especially us boys doing the back and rows, all 3 Essex boys.
Yeah.
And that Essex is not a place over here who's got any great reputation, but for us Essex boys, we're West Ham fans who are, at the moment, shocking. At the moment, they're terrible. But, so it was pretty damn good. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
Shouldn't say damn, should I?
That's fine.
Well, I'll say it again, so it's too late now. But anyway, yeah, go on. Anyway, if I go off track, by the way, which I'm famous for doing when I'm interviewed, because people say they like me to have me as a guest because I can talk all night long.
Very good.
I do tend to get carried away on one topic and then something else jigs in my memory and I go, and then I forget what the first subject was. So you better make little notes.
Yes.
And then when you want me to go back to whatever, I'll remember it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, definitely. So you recorded Miss Unite's Devil Woman and was it Love Enough? The 3?
No. I tell you what. I mean, the first session we ever did with Cliff was Devil Woman.
Mm-hmm.
I Can't Ask for Any More Than You. And Miss Unites.
Miss Unites.
And all 3 were hits.
Nah.
And bear in mind, I'd done a few sessions before we worked with Cliff, but once we'd worked with Cliff, we became swamped with, as you can. Have you seen a copy of my book at all? If you have, the back cover has got 20. I think it's either 30 or 25 album covers as the rear cover of my book.
Mhm.
I'm Nearly Famous, Tales of a Likely Lad. And I thought, well, you know, if you've been on all these records, and this is a fifth, so you multiply that by 5,
Yeah.
and you get how many albums we've actually sung on,
Yeah. It's
which
crazy.
is pretty staggering. So I said, I want that as the rear cover of my book,
That's-
because
yeah.
no one's ever going to top that. To
No.
my knowledge, I don't think anyone can top that.
No,
So
it's
anyway,
amazing.
I'm only bragging.
And of course,
wouldn't you?
yeah, exactly.
Get
And-
a record like that, you would.
yeah, of course. And of course, you done was it 3 tracks or 4 tracks on the Guardian Angel with the Shadows?
I did. Well, I've done. Well, I did 2 albums, but I did about 3 or 4 songs, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, we did. Guardian Angel was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the other 2, but no, the other one was Liverpool Days,
Yes.
which I love. It's a great song. I mean, the Shadows are really underrated as a vocal group because they were great.
Yeah. Definitely.
And I told Bruce and I told Hank Marvin when I first met them,
Mm-hmm.
I said, you were a huge influence on me. And they went, what, really? All the harmonies you do? And I went, yeah. Because I used to watch Cliff and the Shadows doing a Christmas show
Mm-hmm.
on British television. And I'd watch and they'd all have these leery jumpers up there. What do you say jumpers in
Yeah. Yeah. Jumpers.
down under?
Yeah.
Yeah, these leery coloured jumpers and scarves and things like that, and so you'd look Christmassy, even if you may have been recording it in July.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still being a Christmas show.
Yeah.
And wow, you know, I was a huge fan of Cliff and the Shadows.
Yep.
And they had John Rossell. No, not John Rossell. They did have John Rossell, but before then they had the fella from Australia, didn't they?
Yeah.
What's his name? How can I forget? Can't remember. Anyway, they Marvin Welsh and Farah
Marvin Welsh, Farah, John Farah. Yep.
as a vocal group, they were excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. You know, so to be alongside that sort of company is great.
Oh,
You know.
fantastic. And I see this year marks 40 years since the Thank You Very Much album, the concert tour.
Is it really?
Yeah, 40 years.
Is it really? Oh, I don't even think about it. it might seep through to my brain, and then I'll go, "Oh my God, how old are you?" And I'm not going to answer that.
No, not
Okay. It doesn't matter because it's on Facebook anyway. You know, but we're all still alive, so
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
the important bit.
exactly. I mean, you guys had amazing harmonies on tour. I mean, like Thank You Very Much and the Rock and Roll Tour, and of course, Dressed for the Occasion is a
I don't know what
standout.
happened there, by the way. Did you hear that noise?
Yeah, it was a funny click.
I don't know what it. Let me just check what it is. No, it's still you.
I've had nothing but bad luck since the day I saw the cat at my door. So I came into you, sweet lady, answering She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you from behind. Stay away. Look out. If you're out on a moonlit night, be careful of the neighborhood strays. Have a lady with long black hair trying to win you with her feminine ways. Crystal ball on the table, showing the future, the past. Same cat with them evil eyes. You better get out of there fast. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. I've had many times, I can tell you, times when innocence I trade for company, and children saw me crying. I thought I'd had my share of that, but these miss you nights are the longest. Midnight diamonds stud my heaven. Southward burning lie the jewels that I your place, and the warm winds that embrace me just as surely kissed your face. Yeah, these miss you nights, they're the longest. How I missed you, how I missed you, I'm not likely to tell. I'm a man, and cold daylight buys the pride I'd rather sell. All my secrets are a wasted affair. You know them well. Thinking of my going, how to cut the thread and leave it all behind. Looking windward for my compass, I take each day as it arrives. But these miss you nights are the longest. Lay down all thoughts of your surrender. It's only me who's killing time. Lay down all dreams and things once remembered. It's just the same, this miss you game. Yeah, these mission nights are the longest.
Well, I've just looked at the. I've got a new phone, so excuse me if it goes funny.
No worries.
Just call me again because I'm lost on this new phone. I was lost on my old phone. I think basically I'm just lost with technology.
Yeah.
It's all far too clever.
Oh, and it changes
Really,
so much. Yeah.
I mean, my wife has a phone
Mhm.
that I bought her when we got these super duper phones.
Mhm.
All it did, I went into the shop and said, I'd like a phone, cheap, but that makes phone calls.
Yeah.
Doesn't tell me what temperature it is in Mumbai or in Christchurch. Just tells. So my wife can use it and she can tell the time. Not the time she doesn't want to tell the time. She's got a watch. She's got a clock. She can tell the time anyway. But she just wants to make a phone call, find out where I am, if I've been out too long, disappeared somewhere, which in a lever I do. There's a lot of traffic here. It's not a big city, but where I live, it's especially this week. There's all the Spanish love a fiesta.
Okay.
They have one of it every 2 weeks. And they even close on a Saturday afternoon. Can you believe?
Oh wow.
Now, when I was in New Zealand,
Yep.
I couldn't believe they closed on Saturday. In England, Saturday's the big day, the big shopping day, and we were in New Zealand.
Yep.
And I'm going, everywhere's closed. What's going on? I don't know if it's changed these days.
Oh
but
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It has it?
Yeah, all late nights now and everything like that. On the weekends.
Oh, well, late nights as well. You are going mad over there.
Yeah, we are.
It's a nice place to live, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very nice. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice down these ways.
You're not Australian as well, are you?
No.
No, you're just a true Kiwi.
Just a true Kiwi. Yep.
You didn't happen to watch today, did you? The Westminster Abbey Queen's what's it called? I can't remember the word for it. Let me just ask my wife. She'll remember. One second. And it was to celebrate the Commonwealth Day.
Oh no, it hasn't aired here yet.
Oh, you've not seen it?
No.
Oh, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And one of the opening songs was by a Maori choir.
Oh wow.
And they were fantastic.
Ooh.
Oh, me and my son, Anthony, who's worked with Cliff as well,
Yes.
we're sitting there going, wow, listen to those harmonies.
Wow.
Oh, the last thing I was expecting from Maoris
Yeah.
was great harmonies,
Yeah.
but I'd expect them beating their chest and stamping the floor and,
Yeah. Yeah.
but like as though they were playing England at rugby. That's pretty terrifying, isn't it?
Yes.
But no, they looked terrifying,
Yeah.
but they sang great. Oh, I don't know what the song was, but it was really, really melodic and lovely harmonies. So, 10 out of 10 from me.
That's good. I'll have to watch it when it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because that was about 5-6 hours ago, I would imagine.
Okay.
Maybe 7 or 8 hours ago.
Okay, it'll probably be on
But
tonight.
it was great. It was great. I didn't see all of it because I had to go out, but I'm glad we stayed in and watched that bit. That was
That's good.
excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yes.
So 10 out of 10 for New Zealand.
Cool. Thank you.
1 out of 10 for losing cricket, of course. But,
Yes, of course.
No, that was good. They're a mean-looking bunch, though. Those New Zealanders, the cricketers.
They are.
They didn't like losing.
No. No, they didn't.
They're probably not too used to losing, are they?
No.
Anyway, sorry about talking about cricket.
That's all right.
Ask me any questions you want about Cliff.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, you guys reinvented a lot of.
Just remember, he doesn't like losing.
Yeah.
He would never play. He would never play any of us at singles. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously, he would never play us at singles.
Really?
My son wanted to play him at singles,
Mm-hmm.
but he wouldn't do it. No, she likes to win. I think when he plays his tennis tournaments, I think he tells them all beforehand, "Okay, I'm the winner of this tournament, so don't try and beat me." No, I'm only making that up. That's
Yes. Yeah.
only jealousy because he's been a good tennis player for a long, long time.
Yeah. Certainly.
I've got a feeling I was playing tennis before he even thought of it, but he was good. And when I last went to Australia with him in New Zealand, he took his tennis coach with him.
Oh wow.
What's his? I can't remember his name. Blooming heck. That's a Cliff expression, by the way, blooming heck. The rest of us would say something a little stronger, but Cliff would go, "Oh, drat." That's a Cliff swear word, drat.
Drat.
Anyway, no, I love him, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah.
you guys on tour helped reinvent a lot of old classic Cliff songs like Spanish Harlem. And
Sorry, I couldn't hear that, sorry.
you guys helped reinvent a lot of old Cliff songs on tour, like Spanish Harlem. And
Oh, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I was very proud of that tour.
yeah, that's
And
amazing.
we did actually record it.
Mm-hmm.
It's on YouTube somewhere.
Yes.
It's recorded. Where were we?
I think it was
Hammersmith
Hammersmith.
Odeon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it was there, and it was during an earlier tour. Cliff had said to the fans, or said to us, "Okay, I want to do this show, and we want, I'd like you to do a couple of arrangements for a couple of songs that I've had hits with." And I went, "Oh yeah, okay, good. What ones?" And he said, "Well, Spanish Harlem." I went, "Yeah, no, good song." And the other one was a Theme for a Dream.
Yes.
That might have been my idea, actually, because Theme for a Dream was a song that I used to sing before ever being in a group or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I was a kitchen assistant in Butlins. You ever heard of Butlins?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Oh, my
yes.
God.
Yes. Definitely at a Butlins.
Butlins Holiday Camp in Clacton.
Clacton on Sea.
Clacton on Sea, yeah.
Yep.
And I used to get, I would go to see some of the bands, and one week I met a bloke there, and he came from Dagenham, which is in Essex.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "When you come home, why don't you come up and get up and sing with our band?" And that put me on the road to becoming a musician.
Right.
So I did, and one of the songs I always used to do was, "You are my theme for a dream, yes you are." But I thought, well, if I'm going to do an arrangement for it, I do not want to do the arrangement of the original. Much as I love the original record,
Yes.
there are a lot of twee. Let me just have a quick little swig of my water. Honest, it's water.
Yep.
It is agua. Oh, sorry, I'm in Spain. Yeah, water. Yeah, and I thought about it, worked on it, and I came up with what I thought was a lovely idea to do it like Crosby, Stills and Nash, who were pretty big at the time.
Yeah.
And that's what I worked on, to do it a la Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Yes.
And when we did it, it was so lovely to do it. And Cliff would say, introduce us out the front, and there we'd come out, stand next to him, which was rare. We didn't get to do that too often.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, we were normally stuck up the back there.
Yep.
No spotlights, because Peter Gormley didn't want the spotlights.
Yep.
I'm the backing singers. Don't be silly. They haven't come to see the backing singers. They've come to see Cliff. Keep the spotlights on Cliff. So, fair enough. It's all right by us. We don't mind. But in the end, we did mind. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to come out and get featured now and again,
Yeah,
like we did in Australia when we did that huge gig at I can't even remember the name of it now. What's it called? The place where we did the album. Can't remember. But anyway, Rock in Australia.
Oh, Rock in Australia, yes.
Great album.
Yep.
It's one of my favourite concert venues.
Yeah.
You know, it was really good.
Yeah. Sydney Convention.
Did you ever hear about the venue that we came to and we brought Elton John along in New Zealand?
No.
Oh, you didn't? One of those early New Zealand gigs.
Mm-hmm.
Elton turned up. He phoned me and he was. I think it was in Christchurch.
Okay.
One of the halls in Christchurch. And I told him where we were playing, and he said, "Oh, I'll come along with that then," and he did. So imagine Cliff. I was proud because Cliff came into the dressing room, backstage dressing room, and said, "Oh, Tony Rivers, how you doing, mate?" And I'm going, "Blimey, he knows who I am."
Wow.
And he went, "Yeah." And he said, "I used to come and see you in Middlesex, in one of the towns in Middlesex. I used to come and see you there whenever you were there. There's Brian Paul and the Tremolos one week, Cockney Rebel, not Cockney Rebel because that was too early, that sort of thing."
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "I used to come and see Tony Rivers and the Castaways." Oh wow! So I'm like the star of the show there, backstage. Everyone's. I said, "Oh, by the way, I want to meet the others, all the rest of them." So yeah, that was a great day, great tour actually, great tour.
Yeah. Amazing video to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, because Elton was there. He was a big fan of it.
Yeah. Oh.
Hold my hand. Tell me, baby, I'm your man. Baby, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance under the moonlight? Hug and kiss me all through the night. Do ya wanna dance? Do ya wanna dance? Do ya wanna dance? Do ya wanna dance? Rock and roll band. Come on, baby, won't you give me your hand? Baby, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? me. Do you wanna dance to a rock and roll band? Come on, baby, won't you give me your hand? Baby, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance?
Hey, sorry, the phone has died.
Yeah, it's okay, mate. I thought I heard a bing bong.
Yeah.
I suddenly, I was rabbiting on, so I don't know where I got to, but
You were
Never mind.
just saying Elton was a big fan of Sir Cliff.
Elton was a big fan of Cliff, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was him that got records,
Yep.
okay, and Rocket took the song to number 6 in the chart in America.
Oh,
Wow, and that didn't happen very often,
Yeah. Far
you know.
out.
Well, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, definitely. Very impressive.
Because I doubt very much whether Cliff would have made the charts in America without the help of Elton John.
Yeah.
You know, if Elton put his money behind it, he's not short of a shekel or two, is he, Elton?
No, definitely not.
And he's a good lad as well. He's a nice bloke. I like Elton.
Yeah, you
Because I did Live Aid.
yeah,
with
Live
Elton.
Aid with him. Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, only the biggest gig in the world ever.
Yeah. Definitely.
And here's me from Upminster or County Durham originally.
Yep.
Playing at Wembley Stadium, mind you, and then of course we did it again with Cliff.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, with the event.
Or did we do it first with Cliff? No, we did it first with Cliff.
Yeah, first. Yep. The event was first.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
Wow, how about, and what a crowd that was. What?
Yeah.
Who else, other than the Beatles
Mm.
or the Stones maybe, who else would have sold out 2 nights at Wembley Stadium?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Back
you
to
know,
back.
listen to this little thing. I went to see, I used to work with Shakin' Stevens for a while. Then we left. Then, or maybe one of the times where we were between tours, I heard that Shaky was playing at a cabaret venue in Wales.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, let's go there. So we went, a couple of us drove right across country to Wales to see Shaky. And we did. And while we were there, it was Shaky, it was Cliff. It was Cliff in Wales. And he said to me, because I went to just say hello to the boys, really.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the boys who were still there. And David Bryce came up to me and he went, Tony, he said you never said you were coming. I said, no, I thought I'd come along and surprise everyone. And he says, well, I want to surprise you. And he picked me up and carried me into Cliff's dressing room, all the way through the crowd into Cliff's dressing room. And I went, what are you doing? And he said, come and say hello to Cliff. And I went, you sure? Yeah, I said, he's got better things to do than say hello to me. And anyway, he took me in there. And while we were in there, he came out with, okay, great that you've come. He says, because I was going to call you to see if you want to do a gig at Wembley Stadium with me. And I went, do I want to do a gig at Wembley Stadium with you?
Wow.
He said, actually, yeah, we got it booked, and we've held a second night. And I went, what? two nights at Wembley Stadium, and it, as you know, it worked out.
Yeah.
So that was pretty fine going. Pretty
Be amazing.
And of course, one of the singers on the Cliff gig was my son,
Yes.
Anthony, who's in the other room at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't imagine what it'll be like.
Anyway, got any more technical questions you want to ask?
Yeah.
Because I told you I'll talk all night.
Yeah, definitely. Also, I know you know Jan up in Canada from Ottawa.
Jan,
Yeah,
Jan
yeah,
at Ixtal, yeah.
Yeah. She said.
She was over here a couple of years ago
Oh yes.
in Spain, where I am, yeah.
Yep. She said to ask you about the Daddy's Home, if you know the Daddy's Home story about Cliff going into a record shop.
Yeah, listen, I have a different story about that. She told me the story that she's been given, and I went, well, I said, put it like this. Cliff and I were discussing songs to do on the rock and roll section of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And what this was while we were in Canada.
Yes.
And I said, well, I love doo-wop stuff. You know, the old vocal group stuff.
Mhm.
Obviously, you can tell by some of the stuff I do.
Yeah.
Or the arrangements I do. And the story that Cliff came out with was that he was told about a record shop in Ottawa, I think it was. I think that's where Jan comes from.
Yes.
And he said, I went there. He said he went there and asked if they had a copy of Daddy's Home, which apparently they did. And I said to Jan when she was over here, I said, really? I said, because I don't remember that. I remember that I suggested it because it was one of my favourite doo-wop songs.
Yeah.
And when I got to the record shop, they had a copy, and I got it. And when we got home, I gave it to Cliff, but he swears that he got it in Canada. So who am I to argue with a man who wouldn't tell a porcupine?
Did you
That's
have
my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Very good. Did you have a hand in arranging that song?
Oh, yes. My arrangement. Oh, yeah. No doubt. Whatever. You're joking, ain't you?
No.
I wouldn't let the others try and arrange it. It was, what's that? The a cappella song we do with Cliff.
No One Waits?
It's my arrangement. No, that was my arrangement. But this was before then. And that's on YouTube as well. When I Survey the Wondrous Cross.
Yes.
And I
Beautiful.
said, Cliff said, why don't we try it in rehearsal? So we did. And we spent like hours with, when everyone's trying to put their oar in, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And they were all right. I mean, John's a good song arranger, judging by the songs he's written himself. So he can arrange harmonies. But I wouldn't have thought Stu had much experience of arranging stuff. Whereas I had a lot of experience. And I said, well, at the end of the session, I said, this is rubbish, basically. We're getting nowhere. I said to Cliff, I'll take this home
and I'll work on it overnight, and I'll come back tomorrow with an arrangement. And I did. That is what you hear. That's what I came back with. So I know a lot of people will go, "Oh, showing off." Yes, I'm showing off
Yeah,
because
of
it's a
course.
good arrangement.
It's a damn good song. Yeah.
So, and I became a regular arranger for all the Cliff stuff.
Yeah.
All the Cliff stuff that I ever worked on.
Yep.
It was my arrangement for the harmonies, because I know the chords, and I know how to make it. I know how people who are not good at harmony. No, I don't mean not good at harmonies. You could be good at harmonies without knowing what is a better harmony. You can do simple harmonies, or you can do slightly different ones. Slightly more complex.
Yes.
And that's what the great harmony groups can do.
Yeah.
That's why the Beach Boys were great, because they did it different to most other people.
Yeah, definitely.
We could all do harmonies. I mean, the Tremolos could do harmonies, but I don't think they could do Daddy's Home and come up with major sevenths, minor sevenths, diminished, and minor sixths. This is what you're used to, and I was used to it. So, I got a laugh. Though some people go, when you say, I was trying to put a claim in for my arrangement of the Lightly Lads theme. You ever heard of the Lightly Lads in Sydney? In Sydney?
Mm-hmm.
What am I talking about? In Down Under?
Yes.
Yeah, so I sang the theme tune for the Lightly Lads, and never got paid a penny.
Oh, heck.
Apart from a session that I was doing at the time for a different song.
Mm-hmm.
And I got paid for that, but I didn't get paid for doing the Lightly Lads.
Wow.
And neither that did I ever get any credit, because my name's not on the record.
Yeah.
Because they did it under a nom de plume.
Oh.
They did it under the name Highly Likely.
Oh, that's
So people thought there was a band called Highly Likely, and it wasn't. It was me.
It was you.
So the BBC have started giving me a credit
Mm-hmm.
these days when they play it, or at least one time they played it. They said, "Oh, that's a vocal by Tony Rivers," and I nearly fell off my chair. I thought, wow, they've actually remembered who sang it. Cheeky buggers, Anyway, that's So that's the joys of harmony, arranging harmonies.
And of course,
But
did you have a hand in? Sorry, did you have a hand in the back to that rock and roll juvenile tour, Hammersmith, the slow version of "Do You Want to Dance"?
Well, yeah, because that wasn't difficult. I mean, yeah. Well, to be give credit there, because we were on tour, so we were long before we got to Hammersmith. I think we were doing that sort of arrangement, and it just lent itself to certain ideas. And as it's being played, I'm singing, and I could sing a harmony, and John would hear it, and Stu would hear it, and we'd go into that, and that became. I think that sort of became the arrangement on that one.
Yeah.
But it wasn't difficult. It was very simple.
Yes.
And I basically used that sort of idea when I was with Shakin' Stevens, and he would do a show where suddenly he'd get something going, and then he'd go into a different song. Because with rock and roll, he could do that.
Yeah.
A lot of rock and roll songs are just simple chords, the same chords.
Yeah.
So you could do it. And if he started doing something, and then one night he started doing, "Do you want to dance under the moonlight?" All groovy and bluesy.
Mm-hmm.
So we would put in some little ooze, bluesy ooze. That's not easy to say at this time of night. Bluesy ooze.
Lucy Hughes.
So yeah. That's fairly simple, really. But I love harmonies. I'll get them to, when I go, I'll get them to play a nice harmony arrangement I did when I go. I'm not going yet, though.
Very good. Very good.
Honest.
That's good. I mean, you've also worked with artists with Cliff. I mean, that Phil Lively and Cliff duetting back in the days as well.
Say that again. Sorry, I'm not catching that.
Sorry, duetting with Phil Everly and Cliff. With those duets back in the late 70s. On tour with...
The late 70s? What, a particular song?
Yeah, no, touring with Cliff and Phil
touring,
Everly.
Yeah. We were... Well, from 76, no, from 75 it was. That's right. Because I remember we finished with the British tour in 75. That was the November-December tour.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have been in Germany probably before that. But yeah, we did worldwide. Well, I can count on one hand the amount of tours, amount of times we went to Australia and New Zealand. 5 times.
5 times.
5 times we were there.
Wow.
And bear in mind, we could never. A man like me from Essex, doing an ordinary job would never have been able to achieve 5 visits to Australia and New Zealand. My God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's in our day. You had to emigrate to Australia to see it.
What I'm going to do now, we're going to do a couple of songs that come from my past, so there's no doubt that some of you will know them, but you'd be forgiven for not recognizing them instantly because I asked Tony here to do fresh new arrangements of them. And after about 3 days rehearsal at the beginning of the tour, it was obvious that I couldn't get anyone else. So these are they. I won't tell you what they're called. Tony, just count us in.
You are my theme for a dream, yes you are a rare and lovely thing. The dreams I dream day and night that your arms are holding me so tight. And when I dream I kiss you, music fills with starlight. Every time I touch you, each and every time a chime rings out, I love you, only you forevermore. 'Cause you're my theme for a dream, yes you are a rare and lovely thing. So angel, please say that you love me too, make my dreams come true. Oh, make my dreams come true. When I dream I kiss you, music fills with starlight. And every time I touch you, each and every time a chime rings out, I love you, only you forevermore. 'Cause you're my theme for a dream, yes you are a rare and lovely thing. So angel, please say that you love me too, make my dreams come true. When I dream I kiss you, music fills with starlight. And every time I touch you, each and every time a chime rings out, I love you, only you forevermore. 'Cause you're my thing for a dream. Yes, you are a rare and lovely thing. So angel, please say that you love me too, and make my dreams come true. So angel, please, love me do.
Thank you. I mentioned Germany earlier on. The title song of my latest album, I'd like to slip back 3 years and sing for you a song that came from the I'm Nearly Famous album. And at this point, may I say thank you to Brucey publicly for a smash hit then, and a current one as well. I know he's in here somewhere, hiding behind his nose. But this is a love song from the I'm Nearly Famous album, and it was called, and still is, If You Walked Away.
If you walked away from me today, I am sure that who you were going to would feel the way as I do. Baby, it's you who fills up my life. And if you walked away from me today, it wouldn't change a thing. I'd still be singing celebrations of you. Baby, you do. You fill up my life. You fill my life till now. No one's been able to show me how to fill my life like you. You are the woman who taught me to. And if you walked away from me today, never to return until the journey that you made had ended. I know you planned it to fill up my life. You fill my life. Now I know just what it feels like to overflow until my life is through. All I'm here for is here for you, just for you, only for you.
You know, those were, remember those days?
Yeah,
No, you don't.
I don't.
I don't actually remember them, but I've read about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I always enjoyed touring Australia and New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
It was always great. Mainly because we got to play loads of tennis.
Yeah.
Tennis and squash. That's the other sport I was thinking of.
Squash.
with a little black
The
rubber
little-
ball.
yeah.
Oh, my God, that was...
Yeah.
And I
that's it.
played... When we did that Devils versus Angels,
Mm-hmm.
on Cliffside was Peter Gormley.
Peter
And I
Gormley.
thought, what's he doing being an angel? He should have been up there with us, being a devil. But I was drawn to play him at squash. Now, I can play tennis, but pretty useless at squash. But poor old Peter, I beat him 15-0. I think it goes to 15 points, doesn't it, or something?
Yeah, 15. Yep.
I think it does, but
Yeah.
I'm not an expert at it. Pretty embarrassing to beat the man who employs you to by 15 love. No, it's not very,
Yeah.
not a wise move. Not surprising we never work with him anymore. No, I'm only joking.
Of course,
No.
the last time I interviewed Cliff speaks very highly of you, and of the years he worked with you and all the vocal arrangements that you've done for him.
Yeah, and I've heard a couple of. Funny enough, I've heard a couple of shows. One of them might have been your show where he waxed lyrical
Mhm.
about me and harmony arrangements and stuff. And he said if he can persuade his money people to let him do the album he wants to do, I'll be the first one he calls. But
Yeah.
I won't hold my breath. Put it like that. No, I mean I just
Yeah.
realistic. Yes, if it happens, it wouldn't. How great would that be?
Amazing.
Like someone posted something on my Facebook page yesterday, I think, or day before.
Mhm.
Because I did a gig on Saturday night with Anthony, and
Yes.
it was a friend of ours got their phone out and filmed a bit of it live.
Okay. Yes.
Now the week before, some of it was filmed live, and it was really good quality.
Mhm.
Saturday night just gone, it was on a different phone, I think someone used, and some parts of the world said, "Oh, lovely, I like it, really good." Other parts of the world said, "Oh, doesn't sound quite right." The sound quality, but there's nothing you can do about it.
No.
You don't rehearse. You just.
You just go on.
I didn't know anyone was going to film it, but a friend of ours went and said, "Oh, we're filming." I went, "Oh, okay. Well, nothing we can do. We can just play.
Yeah.
We play on." So you don't know whether it's going to be quality or not.
Mm.
We're in Zealand. If we start at 6 p.m. Spanish time, which is 5 p.m. English time,
Yes.
what time would it be in New Zealand?
It'd probably be about 6 a.m. our time the next day.
I can't see too many people listening to a live broadcast at 6 a.m.
But yeah, it's good. But if they record it, then we can watch the later. Watch it back later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, of course, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you recording this,
Yes.
or is this going out live? Or
No, this won't be going out live. This will be recorded and be part of hopefully a series of
So
shows.
you can cut bits in and out.
Oh, yeah.
As you want.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can cut all the rubbish out.
Cut bits and pieces. Out.
You can get rid of all the bragging
No bragging. It's all stuff to be proud
and make
of.
me sound like a nice, modest person. Sorry, every now and again I'm having a little swig of my agua.
Very good.
Very good. Because I did have a little problem with the dreaded cancer
Yeah.
about a year and a half ago, but I got over it.
Great.
It was in my nostril,
Ooh.
and they bent my nose back,
Ooh.
sliced my nose down one side, bent it to the right, and scraped out all the horrible stuff, sewed it back up, and then let me go home. I went, "Oh, thank you very much. Very nice. Very nice of you." But I didn't, to be honest, I didn't feel a thing.
Yeah.
So I am, and I do know I'm one of the lucky ones.
Yeah. Definitely. Far out.
And I wish everyone out there that's got these sort of problems, we got a roadie, one of our roadies called Les Buick,
Mhm.
plays great harmonica. He's got prostate cancer, and he's been given a diagnosis which he says I'm going to ignore. A date.
Oh,
He says, and I'm going to no. He said I'm taking no notice of that. I'm staying.
that's good. Good.
So we're all going to do that.
Yeah.
So all you folks out there that might be having a bit of a problem, just Keep wishing.
Keep wishing.
Keep wishing on a star, and you
Mm.
never know.
Great.
You know.
Great words.
Well, a lot. The trouble is, of course, we keep every day. I hear, like today or yesterday, we heard that Ken Dodd
Yeah.
has passed away.
Yep.
Wow.
Crazy.
And last night was they showed a great tribute to Bruce Forsyth, who died recently as well.
Yes.
Uh,
So terrible.
Now, when it comes to comedians, you know, some of these people are legendary, like Morecambe
Yeah.
Wise.
Oh.
You know, these great
Great
people that
legend.
have gone.
Mm.
And I don't think the modern comedians have got
No, they've got nothing on them.
anything on the old ones, you know.
No,
Anyway, I know that's not music, but
but still.
yeah.
Still.
Any other little delves into?
So
I can safely say that I don't believe a word of the rubbish that went on a couple of years ago.
that's good. Yeah. And
You
it's,
know.
yeah, they still continue to try and bring nasty stuff up I see in the paper.
Yeah,
recently.
they were putting something in yesterday,
Yeah.
and the way they wrote it, and they gave it a bit of suspicion about it,
Yeah.
and that's not right.
No, not at all.
You know, there's no charges been laid, nothing.
No, not at all.
You know, just say it like it is.
Yeah.
You know, I hope that when this, I know that they're apparently the court's running at the moment. You
Yeah.
know, or at this, not as we speak, but you know, in this time period.
Yeah.
So let's hope that he sues the parties concerned that have gone with this as though it was a fact, and it isn't.
Yeah.
I just hope he sues them for all they're worth
Yeah, I certainly hope so too.
and gives it all to charity.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he definitely will.
Because I could form a charity. That might be a good idea, actually. The Harmony Boys charity. I'm Nearly Famous charity.
There you go. I'm nearly famous.
That'd be the one, wouldn't it?
Yes, that would
Anyway,
be.
in case anyone's
Yep.
interested, by the way,
Yes.
later this year we'll be doing a softback version of the book.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah, we've had a bit of a hold up because the publisher that wanted to publish it, they've called me and said we'd love to do the publishing of your softback version of your book.
Mm-hmm.
And he died. He passed away a week ago.
Oh, no.
So we have to just rearrange things a little bit. But you
Mhm.
know, it's good. And if you're a Cliff fan, you'll hear these sort of things I'm coming out with now.
Yeah.
Whereas you've been fed the other rubbish, you know, the rubbish that people who weren't there managed to create this mystery and
Mm.
bad feeling about Cliff, which if ever you met him, you know, you wouldn't come up, you wouldn't walk away with that feeling that he's a bad person. You
No.
wouldn't, you know.
No. I mean, I got to meet him.
So,
I got to meet him in 2015 after, before one of his shows, and I swear he's one of the nicest people we ever met.
yeah. He's a good lad.
Yeah. Very down to earth.
He just doesn't like losing. He doesn't like getting beat. But nor do I. I'm a West Ham fan. I can't get out of it.
Yeah.
We keep getting beat. Anyway, sorry about all this sporting.
No
connections,
worries. It's good. We love
Mind you, you are a sporting nation.
We are a sporting nation.
New
Yes, we
Zealand.
are. Yeah, with the cricket.
Oh
and,
yes.
And the All Blacks.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And boy, can those Maoris put on a show?
Oh yes, they can. Yep. Right from the word go. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. The hacker frightens the life out of me, and I'm sitting at home watching it on television. So to be at Twickenham when they're giving it their big treatment, you know.
Yep.
Anyway,
Oh, amazing. Very
yeah.
good. So, you perform most Friday nights?
Saturday night. at the
Saturday
moment.
nights? Yep.
Yeah, it's been a bit quiet over here. It's
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, but a lot of people have been doing not as many gigs as they would have done in the past. Put it
Okay.
like that.
Yes.
But you know, this is a holiday resort. As long as the people keep coming over here on holiday,
Mm-hmm.
they'll get live music. You know,
Yeah.
we'll be doing one Saturday. I'll give you a name check on Saturday night as well.
Oh, nice.
But
Thank
you won't need to watch it, but you'll be able to see it recorded,
See
I
it.
suppose.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Yeah. Also, before I go, I got an album here, an LP. It's Tommy, the rock opera, and of course you're
Oh,
in it.
Tommy?
Yeah, Tommy.
Oh, wow, you got that? Yeah.
Yeah, I got
I've
that.
got a couple of those things on YouTube as well.
Yeah, it's
A couple of those songs are on YouTube. Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah, we recorded that at the Marquee.
Wow.
There's a studio
Mm-hmm.
behind the Marquee Club.
Yep.
It was. It isn't anymore. There was Marquee Studios behind that, and we recorded it there. Oh,
Yeah.
It was good fun to do that.
Yeah, it's
And bear in
great.
mind, the Who
Mm-hmm.
for many years were friends of ours.
Wow.
Me and Tony Rivers and the Castaways and Harmony Grass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were good friends. And Keith Moon
Mm-hmm.
actually came and played with us in Romford in Essex.
Oh, wow.
Did I mention Essex? Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, he came and played with us
Mm-hmm.
with one of the Beach Boys, Bruce
Ooh.
Johnston
Wow.
from the Beach Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Came along with, because I'd met Bruce that afternoon in London.
Mm-hmm.
I got a phone call from one of the Beach Boys roadies that said Bruce Johnston's going to be staying at the Waldorf Hotel. Why don't you give him a ring and go and see him? And I rang him, and he went, "Oh yeah, hi Tony." He said, "Yeah, all the guys have told me about you, and the guys." I went, "Ah." I said, "Why don't you come and see us? We're playing tonight in Romford." And blow me down, I phoned Keith Moon.
Mm-hmm.
He lived in Wembley. I phoned him and said, "You're a Beach Boy fan." I said, "Give this number a ring, and come along and see us tonight at the technical college in Romford in Essex."
Yep.
Did I mention Essex? I did. Oh yeah. And they turned up, and we were on stage, where it was a stage,
Mm-hmm.
and we're looking down on the audience, only figuratively speaking. We're looking down across the audience to saw them opening up, and three people coming walking through the audience. Was one Kim Fowley. Now,
Mhm.
do you ever remember that name? He's a legendary crazy man from LA. You know,
Yep.
he is. He's crazy. And they all came in, got up on stage, and proceeded to wreak havoc on our carefully arranged Beach Boys songs. 'Cause we were a good band. We didn't make rubbish versions. We knew how to make good covers of Beach Boys stuff because we were a harmony. We were
Yeah.
harmonies from the start.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, it was with Bruce Johnston, and I spoke to him many years later, and he was telling me all about how crazy Keith Moon was, but I knew anyway. We knew Keith Moon from the old days. But yeah, we also rehearsed all day. One time with the Who
Mm-hmm.
when they were doing a comeback tour of America in the early 80s or late 70s. They were going to do a comeback tour, and they wanted us because we were friends with theirs, and they knew how good we were at harmonies. And it was one of the great days of our life. Three of us, me, John and Stu, went along to Shepperton Studios, rehearsed all the set that the Who were going to do, and we had a few days to get it together. So we we killed the harmonies, you know. It's right up our street.
Yep.
And at the end of the session, we all went to the bar at the Shepperton Studios and sat with Pete Townsend. And he said, "Well," he said, "really, really great, boys. So you got the job. Can you do it?" And I said, "I've got a slight problem with two of the dates." He started crying. He'd been on a bit of too much medication, I think, and he started crying. So we ended up not doing the show, which was probably just as well, because after about a week in America, they fell apart. Had a punch up.
Yeah.
I didn't get on at all, and it ended there and then. So I suppose we'd have been stuck in Pennsylvania, 65000. We'd have been stuck there with no transport home, you know.
No. Yeah.
Anyway,
Man.
that's not a bad story to finish with.
No, that's a very good
Nothing to do
story.
with Cliff, of course.
No, but
Sorry about
still, that's okay. I mean, I'm calling this series "Where Do We Go From Here?" So,
Yeah.
based on
Where
Cliff's
do
song.
we go from here? That's good.
Yes.
Well, let me know, and I'll see if I can listen to it when you put it on.
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
will it be a crazy hour?
No. Normally.
When I survey the wondrous cross on which the Prince of Glory died, my richest gain I count but loss, and pour contempt on all my pride. See from his hand, his hands, his feet, sorrow and love flow mingled down. Did as such love and sorrow meet, all thorns compose so rich a crown. Were the whole realm of nature mine, that were an offering far too small. Love so amazing, so divine, demands my soul, my life, my all.
Thank you very much, Tony, for the interview. Fantastic stories, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. And where do we go from here? We'll be back again soon. Keep an eye out on our Cliff Richard radio page to find out who's next, celebrating 60 years of Sir Cliff Richard. Fantastic. See you again next time. This is Paul saying thank you for listening.